is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
To throw, it's Ramsey. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the 1st down and more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Ramsey. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll run it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Osborne.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped down at that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. The give to the tailback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Osborne. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhere.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The snap sets up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Osborne. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now they'll try the right side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The quick out. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cyclones line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run.
Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Pulls it in. It's Duarte. There he goes. Slips the tackle, and he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hand off from the shotgun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires to the tight end. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Florida. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I
unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Bring in the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football in a...
Going deep. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Second and goal for this offense. They'll try to run it in.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Trying to run it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, third down, you were very unsuccessful. It's fourth down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this fourth down and get this touchdown?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. They want to run this quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Rides to back and leaves him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job of finishing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Here comes the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When the timing is right on the jet sweep, it's really hard to stop. When that guy has a full head of steam and the quarterback does what he does right here, snaps the football, gets it to him in stride, and he gets on the perimeter, that's why he got to the outside so fast, and he chewed up some yards and got the first down.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Get set, get set.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Toss sweep right. Got a little space. Ripping through the defense. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Spins away from the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
3rd and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Luck. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.